Welcome to NC Wine Snobs as we savor the world one sip at a time.
This time on NC Wine Snobs on Vacation, we visit Silverback Distillery in East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania.
Like many distilleries, this one is sort of out of the way in a warehouse kind of district, but well worth the drive and the adventure to find it. In addition to their own spirits, if you happen to have someone who prefers wine, sake, or beer with you, those are options available for consumption as well to kind of round out their offering.
Kind of makes it a complete bar setting.
We started off our tasting with Beringi vodka, and it was corn-based vodka, smooth and with a little bit of a light sweetness to it.
Yeah, now that vodka, in turn, was the base for the Strange Monkey Gin. It's a vapor-infused gin. Had a very soft mouthfeel to it, very light on the juniper, with some nice spicy notes, those warm spice notes to it.
So next up, we had the Silverback white rum, and it was 100% blackstrap molasses as the base, and it had a nice clean rum flavor. What did you think of it?
Yeah, it was very smooth. Had a slight molasses flavor on the back end of it. Maybe just a touch of sweetness to it. It was really, really good. After that, we went to the 4-grain blended bourbon, which has a mash bill of corn, rye, malted barley, and wheat. That rye gave it just a little bit of spiciness, and the corn, of course, brought a little bit of sweetness to the party there.
And I got some notes of cinnamon and some biscuit flavors with
Yeah,
it.
I could see that.
So next up was the Blackjack rye whiskey, and I found it to be smoky, spicy, and smooth.
Yep, had notes of vanilla and smoke on the nose. Flavors were vanilla. Again, back to some of those warm spices, your cinnamon, your clove, that kind of thing, as well as a little bit of earthiness in undertones on the flavor as well. The Blackback honey rye had a base of honey with rye whiskey added to it. It's a touch on the sweet side, but has some hints of toast, toffee, and caramel to it.
And it just seemed like it would be the perfect hot toddy base with that sweetness and that honey. Just add a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of cinnamon. Be really good. And then our next up was the Alpha series of the same honey rye.
So it was the Silverback honey rye, and a lot of the flavors came through the same as the Blackback rye. It just had a little bit higher alcohol content to it, and really that alcohol added just a little bit more kick. But the really big thing that it did is it toned down the sweetness of the drink a little bit.
So my favorite bottles that I would bring home, and we actually did bring one of them home, was the 4-grain. It just, those different grains brought so much fun to the party with the 4-grain. And then the honey. Now, we didn't go for the Alpha series.
Yeah, we brought the Blackback honey rye home, and I'm not really sure how much longer that's gonna last. It's really good on its own. Just pour a small glass of that and sip on that for a while.
So overall, we would definitely recommend a trip to Silverback's tasting room in East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania.
So what do you think? Have you been to Silverback, either in their Pennsylvania location or their Virginia location? What's your favorite? Let us know in the comments below.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel with the notification bell turned on.